Well, welcome back to another episode. It's been a while since I've done a van build video, so here we go. I've been working on this awning video for maybe 2 months now. I was super excited because my brother Andrew, he lives in Washington, he's been watching the channel. He totally bought me a awning, but during that whole process I've been filming like little bits of like what I've been doing, like getting these brackets installed and level. That way I can take these mounts off with this screw here. So the whole awning will be removable. Right now this is just some cheap aluminum that I had left over. We need to get this thing level, and we need to draw a level line across all 3 of these brackets here. We'll get them kind of as square as we can, tighten them down, and then draw a level line, and from that level line we'll install, or we'll drill our holes that we need to install the awning, and then take these off, install the awning onto here, and then put these bolts back on. We should be in business. Okay, so in order to get this thing level, I park it on my driveway like this. My driveway has a pretty steep angle over here. So whenever I drive in, I go nose down, and then as I hit this angle, it flattens out. So we're gonna go get a level, and we're gonna check on our floor here. This is where I've been doing it. So I just pull this guy back, and I put the level right here. And I figured if I did it right there, that lines pretty good up with the awning, and I can get a nice straight line for my awning. That was kind of where my head was when I did that. So yeah, let's go get that level and I'll be back. Okay, so here's my level. Put it right here. I've done this a few times, so you'd say I could get lucky. Some call it luck, some call it skill. But we're pretty much right on there. And we'll go ahead and we can check these guys. This should be pretty level too. Pretty level. Pretty level. And pretty level. They're all 3 matching at least. I think the bubble was a little bit on this side, up on the mounts, but they were all pretty consistent. Now that we got that done, we're gonna go ahead and make sure these are level this way, and that should give us a good perpendicular line. At least if we can get them all the same and tight. We're gonna take a big level and we're gonna put it across, and then we'll draw a line. We try to get this right in the center of each. You can see that middle line right above the R is the one that I drew when we were on the van. And then I just went up 1 inch each way to match the center of the track. So I'm going to drill a hole in this aluminum extrusion here, right in the center of the top and bottom line, right about here. And then that should correspond with the same size bolt that's going to fit in this track. Or I should be able to bolt this to the awning, and then this guy up to the stud that's on the van. Okay, all the holes are drilled. Let's get it on there. Washer, lock washer, and a nut. be damned. It's on there. Well, right on time. Right when I got done with that, my wife and baby showed up, so I'm gonna put the project away, give you one final look, and I'll do an update when I get to use it. Okay, so here's a final look. It's the Ironman 4x4 awning. This is the 8-foot version on an all-wheel drive Chevy Astro van with a Fibrine Hightop. To mount it, I started with this L-track here. Each L-track has 3 bolts bolted through the fiberglass Hightop with wood reinforcement on the back. Just like, that's a bad one. Don't look at that one. I had to get it level and I kind of missed the board on the bottom one, but should be fine. Anyways, so Fibrine reinforced the Hightop with a 2x4 here. So I got most of it into that. And then I added this aluminum angle iron to facilitate spreading out the load. And eventually I'll mount my interior cabinets to that. I use butyl tape to seal it on both sides, the inside and the outside. And then I'm gonna cover this with some lap sealant now that I have all this built. To mount the awning, I just use this 1/4-inch aluminum bar, drilled a hole for the angle iron bolt, or for the L-track bolt. And then behind here, I have 2 bolts holding it into the channel. And I added some little rubber stops. See a good view. There we go. Okay. And then I have the same thing. So L-track bolts up here. Here's the top track with the rubber little bumper to help protect the fiberglass, and then the bottom track. Same thing over here, except the rubber is on the bottom bolt instead of the top track bolt. But yeah. Came out pretty clean. The awning's now removable whenever I don't want to use it. Pretty sweet.